In a quiet valley, nestled between mountains and mist, stood an old wooden bridge, long, creaking, and forgotten by time. It stretched across a river that now whispered where it once roared. At one end of that bridge lived a man named Hari, the last bridge keeper. Every single morning, Hari swept the wooden planks, oiled the rails, and checked the ropes that held the bridge together. The villagers often laughed as they passed him. "Hari, no one crosses that bridge anymore," they'd say. "There's a new wide road now. Why waste your time?" Hari would just smile, his hand steady on his broom. "Because someday," he would reply, "someone might need it." He had kept that same bridge for more than 40 years. Through rain and heat, through youth and age, it was his duty, and he never failed it. His small hut stood beside the bridge, filled with tools, oil lamps, and a deep silence. His wife had passed away long ago, and his children had moved to the city. The bridge was all he had left: his work, his companion, his purpose. As the years went by, fewer and fewer people came. The grass grew high on the old path, and the bridge began to groan under the weight of time alone. Still, every day, Hari swept it clean, tightened its ropes, and talked to it as if it were alive. "You and I," he'd whisper, "we're both old now, but we'll hold strong a little longer." The villagers began to call him the Lonely Keeper. Some pitied him, others mocked him. "He's guarding ghosts," they'd say. But Hari didn't mind. He simply nodded, smiled, and kept on working. One winter evening, a heavy storm rolled into the valley. The sky turned black, and the wind howled. Rain poured down, swallowing the new road that led through the mountain pass. The villagers hurried inside, sealing their doors and windows as thunder shook the earth. Hari lit his oil lamp and stepped outside. The bridge swayed in the wind, its ropes straining. "Hold on, old friend," he murmured. "We've seen worse." He tied his coat tighter and began checking each plank, making sure the bridge would survive the night. Then, through the roar of the storm, he heard it, a distant cry for help. He raised his lamp high and saw a faint light flickering in the darkness. Voices echoed, desperate and frightened. Hari's heart quickened. Through the storm, he saw a group of villagers trapped on the far side of the valley. Their cart had been swept off the new road when a landslide destroyed it. The only way back now was the old bridge. Without a moment's thought, Hari lit his torch and waved it across the river, shouting, "Come this way, follow the light." But the wind was fierce and the bridge trembled. "The bridge will break," they shouted back, terrified. Hari shook his head. "No," he called out, his voice strong. "It will hold. I've kept it safe for 40 years. Trust me, cross now." And so they did. One by one, the frightened family stepped onto the bridge. The planks groaned, the ropes strained, but it held. Hari guided them with his lamp, his old boots slipping on the wet wood. When the last child stepped onto the safe side, a loud crack split the air. One of the main ropes had snapped. Hari turned, gripping the beam, holding the bridge together with all the strength left in his frail body. "Go!" he shouted. "Run!" The family ran as Hari clung to the rope. The wind tore at him, the lamp fell and shattered. The bridge creaked and swayed wildly. But he held on, whispering, "Just a little longer, old friend. Just a little longer." When the storm finally passed and the sun rose, the villagers returned to find the bridge damaged but still standing, and Hari, sitting beside it, soaked and exhausted, his hands bleeding but smiling. The family he saved knelt beside him, tears in their eyes. "Hari," the father said, "you saved our lives." The old man chuckled softly. "No," he said, "it wasn't me. It was the bridge. It remembered its purpose." From that day forward, no one laughed at the bridge keeper again. The villagers rebuilt the old bridge, stronger than ever, and named it Hari's Crossing. And for years, every time someone crossed it, they'd whisper, "Thank you, old keeper." Because sometimes the things we think are useless are the very things that one day will save us. So now, I ask you, what bridge in your life have you abandoned? What purpose have you stopped believing in just because others said it was no longer needed? Share your answer in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to Whispers of Time, and ring the bell, because even in silence, purpose waits to be rediscovered.